have different situations. We can use warming formulas when there is coldness in the body. So when there is, for example, B syndrome, or there is coldness in the guts, or there is menstruation problem with coldness, in which case we need the movement, right? We need to make things move, break this coldness, and bring back the energy, right? So in this case, you don't need the ketonic herbs. You can just focus on the warming herbs, and you may even add in some blood moving herbs and chi moving herbs, right? Now, if we want to tonify the yang, if there is a lack of yang qi, a lack of warmth and energy, and we want to bring in this energy, is it good to just use these warming dispersing herbs? So ganjang here is going to help foods, especially it's going to be good for the middle jiao. It's also reducing the toxicity of foods. And then we have gansao, because again, we're in the situation of we want to build up the yang. It's still an organ condition. It's not a channel condition. So we want to bring the yang inside. We want it to stay there. So we're not only using pungent hot herbs, ganjang foods, but we're also using gansao, which is a sweet stagnant herb. It's going to keep the yang inside. You're asking if it would be good for her? Well, I mean, the thing is you have to be careful about the complaint, right? If the complaint was fever, for example, I would definitely use Bujong Titan. But here the complaint is abdominal pain and colics, right? So we need to work on that. And therefore we have to focus on this, removing the coldness in the abdomen. And we bring in Guizhi and Ganjiang to do that.
Only because this one has even bleeding several times per day.
Yeah,
It's
no,
bleeding.
I agree with that. Mm. If that was the main problem, and if we were dealing with that mainly, then Bujong Titan would be a very good option. Now, the problem is, regardless if you have heat or if you have coldness, it's going to affect these body fluids. So the heat is going to consume these body fluids and create phlegm. The coldness is going to constrict the body fluids and create phlegm as well. So in both cases, you'll end up with phlegm if it's a lung problem. Therefore, you need some herbs to treat the phlegm. And here in this case, it's going to be banxiao and wubeizi. Now, again, we are a little bit worried about having too many dispersing herbs. So we have Baishar here that is helping to collect the yin and make sure we don't disperse excessively. All right, so that's kind of the balance of the formula. Warming the lung, using the sweetness to keep the yang in place, and on top of that, transforming flame, liberating the surface. Warm. In terms of recommendation, of course, we'll have to avoid raw and cold foods. I don't have time to list all of them, but there are lots of different things, salad, ice cream, etc. Vegetarian people tend to have a colder constitution because lots of warming foods are actually meat, especially lamb, beef, deer meats, and also a lot of seafood tend to be warming. Thank you for watching this clip of our masterclass. We are running this in-depth and practical masterclass of herbology and formulas. So if you're interested in joining us or watching the full recording, please check the program in the description of this video or send me an email at johanberling@gmail.com.